right, we are talking about a wet and soggy day coming your way Sunday. For tomorrow, your Saturday should be fine. It's going to be cloudy at times and a little bit cool, but at least it'll be dry for Saturday. So get your errands done, get your outdoor things taken care of. On Sunday, the rain will start early in the morning. We're talking 1 to 2 a.m. Light rain will start to fall. Rain will start to get heavy at times right around sunrise. So 6 and 7 a.m. you may be dealing with some pockets of heavy rain. At that time, temperatures will be struggling. They'll only be in the middle 40s, maybe the upper 40s at best. Heavy rain continues to fall through that 9 and 10 o'clock time frame. I know that's a big time for folks to start heading out to church services. So just make sure that you remember you're going to need the umbrella. You're going to need the raincoats or the rain boots as you head out for your services Sunday morning. The rain will continue 2 and 3 o'clock. We may get some holes in some of that activity, but no worries. Those holes will be filling back in as we get through 3 and 4 o'clock. Rain continues at times. We'll probably hear a couple of rumbles of thunder for the second half of the day, and some of that rain will come down hard and steady at times. Even as we look at that 7 o'clock time frame, we're looking at some waves of decent heavy rain across the area. And at that time, as warm as we will be for the day, probably right around 51 to 52 at best. And that'll be your Sunday forecast. It's going to be a wet and soggy day and temperatures will struggle. Now, how much rain are we talking? A full day of rain around here could give us 2 inches with no problems. We even have some of our models that are hinting at about 2.5. So maybe close to 2.5 in some spots in parts of Richland and Lexington counties. Areas to the north, about 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches, about 2 inches near Orangeburg. So it'll be a good idea to plan on there being from 1 to 2 inches of rain according to where you are in the area. And we need it. As we look at our drought monitor, we're seeing some areas that are abnormally dry. That's this bright yellow color here. So we could use a good dose of rain. And this is going to be a good soaking rain. This will not be thunderstorm rain, which runs off very quickly. This is going to be a good, slow, steady rain at times, which the ground will be able to absorb nicely as we actually look at how much rain we've had in place. So as we look at since the beginning of the year, January 1st, of course, not many days in there, but we've seen over 1.5 inches, almost 1.75 inches there in terms of rainfall. Well, that's good for us so far, but it still gives us a little bit of a deficit here. So negative 0.48. So we're almost down about 1/2 inch. So we could use 1/2 inch of rain to help to clear up our little deficit that we have in place. So we need the rain. It won't hurt us to get a good soaking rain around here, and we're going to get it come Sunday. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. 55 degrees for you with cloudy skies for your Saturday. Your Saturday night at 42, 51 for you Sunday. That's the wet, soggy first alert day that you will have to stay indoors. That first alert weather day will be in place from the beginning to the end of the day. We're probably going to keep it up all day for almost 2 inches of rain around here. And then sunshine for Monday, rain moves back in Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then we get temperatures kind of steady in the 50s for a couple days for highs, and your overnight lows will be chilly in the 30s.